Hi, I'm John Hudak, a senior fellow here at Brookings. With news that broke overnight that President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have tested positive for COVID, along with another senior staffer at the White House, it's important to talk about what this means for the continuity of government and what this means for the American presidency. First, it's going to be important to ensure that the president's health is taken care of. The president has access to some of the best doctors and best medical facilities in the world, and it's important that doctors stay abreast of his condition, whether he's symptomatic, and the progress of those symptoms now that he's battling COVID. Next, there are institutional questions that come into place. What happens if the president gets very sick? What happens if the president needs to go on a ventilator, like a lot of COVID patients have had to do over the past several months? And in that case, we have procedures in government that go into place in case this happens. If the president realizes that his condition is worsening and he is unable to carry on the duties of his office, he can invoke Section 3 of the 25th Amendment. Presidents have done this in the past, typically when they go into the hospital for some sort of surgical procedure or other type of medical procedure in which they'll be under anesthesia, and obviously under anesthesia, unable to perform the duties of the office. If President Trump faced such a situation in which he were incapacitated and realized he was, he could invoke that section of the 25th Amendment, temporarily transferring power to the vice president. If the president's condition worsened rapidly and he was unable to transfer that power on his own, the vice president and a majority of the cabinet could invoke Section 4 of the 25th Amendment, which would temporarily transfer power from the president to the vice president, who again would serve as acting president. If both the president and the vice president were incapacitated, the 25th Amendment, in conjunction with the Presidential Succession Act, would make first Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, the acting president, and after her, Chuck Grassley, the president pro tem of the Senate, and then after that, the cabinet members in order of creation, starting with the Secretary of State.